What's going on, everybody? This is Gary B. Jr., your media consultant, and I'm excited to talk to you today about what this video is all about. So basically, I got to go visit a church in Louisiana called Bethel Kojic, and they had an unbelievable setup. We were able to set up a podcast studio, a photo booth, and we were also able to do some live production work for their Sunday service, along with some free show training with all that over the weekend. And so it was quite a bit, quite a fun time. And one of the things that they had a need of was how to get their camera and in-house video or in-house slides and their camera feed to show up on their Zoom live stream for uh, people that are part of the fellowship that weren't able to be in attendance in the in-house. And so they do that every week. And the way they've done it in the past is they'll show either the camera feed or the free show. They wanted to set it up to where they can see the lower thirds with their camera feed of what was in free show. So in this video, I show you how to set up, if you have an ATEM switcher, how to use your one computer. And I've got some notes here. Let me see. I got one computer, one free show uh, program running, one camera, one ATEM, and they have an ATEM Extreme Pro. But you could use this with a regular ATEM because I've only got 3 outputs that I needed. So 3 inputs, I should say. One for your live stream feed, one for your primary feed, and then one for your camera. If you have those 3 options available on your ATEM, you're good. If you need to expand, you might need to get an Extreme like they had, but you can do this with just the one. And then we also have I use one display adapter because my computer only supports 2 outputs away from the actual main laptop, right? So if your computer is similar, let's say you just have a desktop, but only supports 2 outputs, you're going to need some type of display adapter that will allow you to send out the signal to multiple other outputs because they need to be unique signals. And that's what I had to do to extend it out so I can have multiple screens that I can share different signals to. I needed a display adapter, and I got one from REI, OREI. I can't remember. I can't explain how to spell it, but you can find a link to it in the description below, and hopefully this video will serve you well if you have a similar situation as Bethel Kojic. All right, God bless. Enjoy the rest of the video. All right, everybody. This is an example of Bethel Kojic's video slash live stream slash slide presentation needs. So the first thing is they want to be able to show their slides like we've got here. And let's see, let me pull it up here. They want to be able to show their slides full screen in-house, but they also want to be able to live stream to Zoom with a lower third. So I made a green live stream feed, okay? And I did that for my settings. And if I go to styles, you'll see I got this beginner training green. It's got a green background color. It's got the background off, and it's got the slides and overlays on, and I've got lower thirds transparent, which is one of my favorite lower thirds. That's what that is. And then the main output is all pretty much the same in terms of it's just a general output. It's not transparent, not invisible, but it is going to a certain screen. And that's the same way. And it's not a green screen, it's a regular screen with the full background, full slides, full overlays. And then the live stream output is under this one. It actually is going to a real screen as well. And so I've got it going to my number 3 screen here, and I've got my main or my primary going to a number 4 screen. All right. Now both of those are being routed directly into my ATEM. But if you had real screens, what you would do is the one for your primary would actually be routed out into your screens through a splitter. So you would send this output from your computer into a 1x8 or 1x4, whatever it is. So one input in, and then however many TV monitors you have, plus the ATEM needs to be one of those. It needs to receive a HDMI line as well. Now, once you've got that all set up, that brings us into our next screen here, and I'm going to pull that up, and here we go here. All right. So I've got my ATEM, and I've got the output of my ATEM on that bottom right side. All right. And so what this looks like, or how this works, is I can go to my show, and my live stream and my in-house will be seeing the same thing. All right. So I can do this. I can go to one slide, go to the next slide, and you'll see the screens or the slides changing. Now, when I go to input number 2, you'll see that it is a camera feed. Now, in order for me to get that camera feed to show the lyrics, I go up to the top right here, and there's an option that says key. When I turn that on, it comes on. And then when I go back to camera 1 with just the full slides, it goes away. And I can go back to camera 2, or yeah. So these are camera angles, I guess you could say. On the ATEM, they're called cameras, but this is my main output, or my primary in-house. This is my camera feed, and then I can turn on and off the lyrics on either one of these, but you want to only do it when you're on your camera 2 in this case, because that's actually a camera feed. If you do it here and you hit this on, it'll pop up at the bottom there as well, but that's not necessary because all the lyrics are there. All right. So you would keep it off until you get here, turn it on, and you'll see it light up red in the upper portion of the screen here. You'll see it light up red as your chroma key is on. Now the question is, how do we get that chroma key to come on? And so let's go to our ATEM. Let's go to our ATEM control here. All right. And so for our ATEM control, what we did was I actually input the live stream feed into camera 3 on the ATEM. So I went to my chroma upstream key number 1, the chroma tab, and I made it be camera 3. It defaults to being a green screen, which is what we have already. And then I pulled my background adjustments to 52.5 and my key edge adjustments to 53.8. You would need to play with those to make sure they work perfectly for you. But there was another thing that I did. So outside of just doing that, we had to also, let me see here. I got to find my ATEM settings. Let's do ATEM setup. This is just another software that comes with your ATEM. And this is what that would look like. All right, so I would click on this little icon here, and you'll see the options that we get. So it's got some IP network setting options, and then it's got this switching mode. I've got mine set to just cut, and that just means it flips back and forth with just one press instead of it being the program preview option. And then I've got the picture-in-picture keyer. And this is an option that just says, if I have picture-in-picture on, it's going to stay on even when I transition to another slide. But for chroma key, I've got it set to where it will drop with the transition. So when it changes to the next, from 1 to 2, if I have chroma key on, which shows the lower thirds, it'll automatically cut off as opposed to stay on with the transition. And then I've got that saved. And so now when I go into my screens here, let's see, let me get to it here. You'll see that it gives me the option to cut to camera 1. And when I go to camera 1, or option 1 on my ATEM, it automatically takes away the lower thirds. When I come back to camera 2, the lower thirds are gone as well, but I can turn them on just as quick and easy and keep the camera on without having to make sure that the lyrics are showing the whole time. All right. So that gives you that flexibility that you need to just have a clean live feed and to turn on your lyrics in the background, in terms of, or in the foreground, I should say, when you're doing your live stream. Now, the other thing is in OBS, in FreeShow, I'm sorry, not OBS, but in FreeShow, you can still pop up your lower thirds. So I can click on this and I can make that lower thirds come up, and I can clear out my slide text, and you'll see that lower thirds there. I got it set for 5 seconds. So let me do it one more time. So you can literally still have your overlays come up, and I got this one for 5 seconds, so it'll go away after that. But that's something that you still have control over with this setup, to where it still has your main output in-house that has everything that you want to show, but it also has your camera feeds connected to your ATEM, and then your ATEM will be coming in. So this bottom right feed that you see that I'm on right now, this is what your audience will see both online and in-house. All right, this is all coming from a, a, a USB-C connection to my computer. All right, it's coming to a USB-C connection to my computer, and that's what you're seeing there. and I can literally switch back and forth. Now, if you go to camera 3, you're going to notice that it's a big green screen with some lower third words on it. You will stay away from camera 3 by all means because it's not necessary. All you'll be doing is going between 1 and 2. And then when you're on 2, if you want to show your lyrics, you can click up there and turn on the key. It'll come on because we got it set to where the key is coming from feed number 3. All right. And it's those lyrics with that big green screen, but we keyed out the green, and now that's all you're going to see when we do that. And so hopefully that makes sense. It's a pretty simple setup, but you got to be able to output 2 separate outputs from your computer into your ATEM. All right. If I pull this up, you'll see that feed 1 and feed 3, this blue HDMI, is actually both screens coming from my FreeShow. They're both coming from here. So this one is one of those. So this one is feed 1. All right. And then let me pull it back up so you can see. And when I go to feed 2, that's there. But then feed 3 is actually from here. Okay. This is my live stream feed. All right. I've got those both there. But all I want to be able to do is have my 1 and 2 be my main, switching back and forth. This could literally be 2 could be another ATEM if you want to, or a PTZ camera or whatever it is, but it's going to be some kind of camera feed coming through HDMI into your ATEM, and you'll be able to use that as your camera feed and still be able to show your lower thirds, your overlays, or anything like that that you want to, because in FreeShow, you see down here, you've got it set up to where you're outputting both at the same time. Your audience will never see both at the same time, but the person behind the scenes that's in the production booth will see both at the same time, and they don't have to worry about it except for the fact that I've got it set to where it's 2 lines at a time, and this is showing 4 lines. So they would need to click this again and it'll switch over, right? Click this here, and I would use my arrow keys and arrow over when they get to that next line, and they would really be looking at what that green screen says up here in FreeShow. All right, so they would be looking at that, and they would be making sure that it shows up the words in sync, because the online audience is only going to see 2 words at a time, or 2 lines at a time, not 2 words. All right. So hopefully that makes sense and can serve you well if you have a similar situation where you got one ATEM, you've got a camera feed, you've got a computer all in the sound booth, but you want to be able to send your signal, the same signal, to both in-house and online at the same time. All right. Let me know if you have any questions in the comments below, and I'll look forward to connecting with you soon. Thank you for watching this video. I really hope it helped you in a major way. Now, at this point, most people would ask you to like and subscribe, and I think that's great, but my goal is a little bit different. My goal is to empower as many people as possible all over the globe. And there's one way that you can really help me do that, and that is to leave a comment below with a question, a thought, how this video may have helped you, or things that were left out that you still have questions about, and to share this video with someone just like you, someone who is looking for answers, someone who's curious and wants to grow. With your help, I believe we can build a community of people that want to grow together. So until next time, God bless.